Hey, how's everyone doing there tonight? This is Undead Nightmare 24 back with a video. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe out there. This is going to be a review video for my Saturday action and exploitation reviews on Saturdays. I pick a different film on Saturdays that have to do with pretty much action and exploitation. It's another genre I enjoy. Besides horror, horror's my number one, but I do some reviews on action and exploitation. So let's get this started, guys. The pick for this Saturday is going to be 1976's Assault on Precinct 13. This is directed by John Carpenter. It stars Austin Stoker. He also starred in films as Time Walker and Sheba Baby. And then we got also Darwin Johnston. He came out on Time Walker as well as Eraserhead. Then we also stars also Tony Burton. He comes on Rocky and The Shining. Then we got Lori Zimmer, and I didn't know too much on her, but she's a great character in this film as well. So those are the main characters, and it's directed, like I said, by John Carpenter. He needs no introduction, man. He made a Halloween franchise, well, a Halloween film we pretty much all love. I won't get into too much into that, and several other classics. So, anyways, this is a kind of action thriller film, exploitation in it. Not much, more of action thriller, but yeah, this stars. Let's get into the plot of this film. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this film, but if you haven't, I highly recommend it. I'm going to pretty much get into the plot of this anyways. So it's pretty much about this Lieutenant Bishop. He's pretty much on the job. I don't know if it's first time on the job, maybe. Guys, fill me in on that. But he's assigned to this precinct. It's Precinct 13. It's pretty much this police station that's pretty much closing down. It's a very old station. They assign him to it. He's kind of bummed out. He says, I'm here to be the hero and have action, pretty much. And they're like, well, you need to tone it down and go by your orders. So the captain pretty much tells him, you need to, this is your assignment, get there. So he's pretty much going there thinking, it's going to be a boring day. This is going to be some mediocre stuff going on, kind of boring. He wants the action. Anyways, as he gets to this station, he's pretty much getting acquainted with all the workers in this station. You got Leah, she's the front desk worker, your average police working girl, and everything seems like a normal day. But what you don't know is, fast forward to the beginning, there's this gang which pretty much has a lot of their members killed. So they want revenge. They're buying revenge on police in LA. So they're pretty much looking to assault everyone. They had gang members killed by the police. They want some payback. They do this blood ritual where it's pretty much give your blood or all. It's pretty much meaning they don't care if they die. They just want to take out as many police officers as they can in retaliation to this gang. So they pretty much end up, I'd say, sieging this police station. And you got Lieutenant Bishop. It's his first day on the job. And it pretty much starts off in this neighborhood. You got this girl played by Kim Richards, Tough Turf, she came out in. She's a little girl in this film. She's getting ice cream. You got this ice cream man that's getting her ice cream. They're both murdered savagely, which is a pretty disturbing scene in this film. And this starts off the whole chain of violence in this film. You have the dad chasing them down and pretty much wanting payback because they pretty much, spoiler alert here, guys, if you haven't seen this film, I advise you to turn this off. But they end up killing the little girl played by Kim Richards, and the dad wants retaliation. He ends up chasing these guys down. Pretty hilarious. He catches them in an open field, gets out of the car. These gangs are fully loaded with weaponry, and he gets out with a handgun, and all the gang runs away, which is pretty hilarious. But he ends up killing, like, spoiler alert again, he ends up killing the gang member that got his daughter. But this starts a chain of events. You have the whole gang coming after this dad now. So he's desperate. He runs to this precinct, which is nearby, 13, and he ends up asking for help, running in there in desperation. They take him in. Of course, Lieutenant Bishop is the good cop, which is going to protect him at all means necessary. So as we're going in there, you got these prisoners, Napoleon and Wells. They're they're pretty much Napoleon's sentenced to pretty much death row. He's going to his dying days. He doesn't really care. And you got this other prisoner, Wells, pretty crafty, played by Tony Burton, and they end up getting put in this precinct because there's a guy with a sickness. They're trying to evaluate him. At the same time, they're stuck in this jail cell and they're under a siege attack too. So all of them are in this cell, pretty much getting assaulted by this gang, numbering them outside. And there's this I shouldn't say funny, but this awesome shootout played by a Carpenter score. We'll get into that real quick, guys. Pretty intense shootout there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that clip. It's pretty awesome with the Carpenter score. But anyways, they're trying to protect themselves and pretty much play survival here to get out of this mess. A few go down during this shootout, and it's an awesome thing. You just have, under, like I said, a Carpenter score. You have this gang invading this precinct, just trying to draw blood wherever they can, man. They're on a rampage, on revenge for their fellow gang members. You have Lieutenant Bishop and Napoleon, played by this prisoner that I told you was doing pretty much life, headed to the death penalty. These guys have such great chemistry. They end up uniting to fight these gangs, and then you got Leah as well as a strong character, and they are pretty brutal, man. They take a lot of these gang members out. And I'm gonna go back to another Carpenter film, They Live. You have Keith David and Rowdy Piper has great chemistry. I'm gonna say this is just right there, if not above. Lieutenant Bishop and Napoleon, they have excellent chemistry in this film. You got the crook and the good cop just uniting at all terms to just fight this gang, which is invading this precinct, which was pretty entertaining for me. So yeah, that's the plot of the film, and then you pretty much got them to fight to survival, and you got intense shootouts, some pretty nice kills. And what also struck me is you can see Carpenter's feel like from Halloween, because this is before Halloween, I believe. You know where he gets that inspiration for Halloween. There's scenes that you see like disappearances that are like Michael Myers-ish, and then you also have some how you say inspiration where you got Halloween. Yeah, this film is an awesome film, man. I highly recommend it if you haven't seen this film. It's a Carpenter gem. I feel it's not talked about enough. This one is a great film. Excellent, like I said, action, shootouts, characters are strong, story plot's strong. I have very few flaws for this film, guys. I am going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. One of my favorite Carpenter films here, guys. And if you haven't seen this film, I highly recommend it. If you have, you know what I'm talking about. It's going to be Assault on Precinct 13, 1976. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Please hit a like and subscribe, comment as well. Hope everyone's doing well out there. This is Undead Nightmare 24, back with the action and exploitation Saturday. Everyone stay safe out there. Peace.
Drop your weapons and place your hands above your heads.
On Saturday, 6 members of the gang known as Street Thunder were ambushed by the police. On Sunday, the warlords of Street Thunder swore a blood oath to avenge their dead. For the gang called Street Thunder, it is a day of vengeance. It's war in the streets.
Oh, Jesus, come on. Come on, I'll give you my money. Just don't hurt me, please. Please.
It's terror in the night. It's the most shattering assault on a police station in history. Assault on Precinct 13.
This is a siege. It's a goddamn siege. You want to stay here and hold until somebody comes, okay? We're in the middle of a city, inside a police station.
What does that mean?
They're not afraid to die. Any of them. They want to rip us apart, no matter what it costs. It means to the death.
Precinct 13. Cut off. Isolated in the middle of a city. As a human wave of street killers turns the night into a nightmare.
We got a war going on down here. We can't find the damn thing.
A white-hot night of hate. Assault on Precinct 13.